Lisa and Laura. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? I can switch it back round to me. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can't hear me, I'll have to take the mic out. Anybody? Okay, good. Thank you, Lisa. Well, welcome everybody. I feel a bit strange because I've got earphones in. I've neglected to remember that my microphone for outside tours doesn't have a C port, unfortunately. But thank you very much for coming. I am so sad to say that the beautiful day that we had earlier has totally disappeared. Honestly, it was so beautiful earlier and it was going to look really lovely. And I thought this was going to be a perfect sunset. You've no idea how lovely I thought this was going to be. I'm still going to show you around and we're going to get some nice pictures and things. So anyone that would like to, anyone that likes to take screenshots and things, don't worry, I'll go and get you a couple of arty somethings. But yeah, basically the sunset is no kind of impressive. Can you tell me, is my microphone holding off the wind well enough? Let me know. I'm interested to know. It might not be. But basically, let's go and have a little walk and I'll tell you where we are and we'll take a little look around. If the microphone is holding off the wind well enough, then I can walk up to the bridge and we can ignore the traffic a little bit as well. Kirsten might have a keyboard trouble. Just put a T. So welcome to Osaka, but maybe part of Osaka that you don't normally hear about or see about. This is like it is residential. It's pretty close to Shin Osaka. Oh, good. You can hear well with no wind. Is that right? I hope with no wind. So basically, I will be showing you around the Osaka that everybody knows. But I also want to show you around here. It's not too far, not crazy far from where I live. I won't disclose exactly, but basically, all around Osaka are tons and tons and tons of rivers. In fact, did you know that Osaka is 10% river-based? Isn't that crazy? Tiny bit of wind, but I'm clear. Okay, that's really good. I'm glad to hear that. So 10% river-based, and if you might know well that out of Japan in total, 70% of it is mountainous. So there's not necessarily so many mountains around the Osaka area, though there still are. And in and around the mountains are actually vineyards and things. So Osaka has its own wine and things like that. Let me see if I can get some nice focus. As you can see in the background, there's like Osaka, the main city that most people know back over there. And far in the distance, which is now all fogged over, you can actually see Abenoharakas. In fact, can you, 1 second, I'm going to try and touch it on top with my finger. Just here, just there, right in the middle is the tallest building in the tallest skyscraper in the whole of Japan. Not the tallest tower. There are taller buildings such as Skytree in Tokyo, but it is the tallest tower. But look, don't the reeds look really nice? About a month or two ago, they looked extra fluffy and good. But basically, I really want to show you this area because this is Yodogawa, and there are tons and tons of rivers all around it. But they're beautiful and it gets surrounded in tons and tons of people for Hanami season. My hand's just going to come in again. So all the way along here, we'll be able to walk all the way along there and enjoy so many cherry blossom trees, not seeds, not flowers. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. My partner Leo is super looking forward to that as well. And lots of people are jogging and running around in this area. So it's obviously a really peaceful, lovely area to come to. And I'm sorry, it looks kind of gloomy today, but I'm hoping if you like taking screenshots from YouTube, then I hope that you can still get some nice kind of pictures and pretend that you came on this nice little walk with me. There's a couple of nice bits to look at. That I can still show you even though it looks miserable. If you can see from the advertising picture I took for this tour, I promise you in the winter, still like it is now, It does look so glorious often. It's just not what we're blessed with today, despite today having been so beautiful that I put washing out on the washing line. How rubbish is that? I did my best. Nice little shots of people. People cycling by. That Yoshi there is my partner. But it still looks nice, I think, and I still want to paint and draw it. I love the little staggered effect of the buildings over in the right-hand side over there. So I've got a few little facts and things. I haven't been outside walking around presenting tours for quite a long time, but let me just climb up this little set of stairs over here because there's a nice little view, not this one, right in the middle there. I'll line it up in the middle is a grown-ups hotel. I won't say more, you'll have to work it out by yourself. I think that's, if I can read the kanji correctly, I think that's a rice factory next to it. So you've got wholesome and wholesome together. But there's a nice little something over here that I think Lisa, in particular, will really like. And anyone who really likes Japanese things will really like this. It's just this little shrine. So I tried to learn a few facts and things about Osaka because it's where I live now. These colors are good, I think. I think this whole layout here is quite pretty. But it should also be a really beautiful sunset in the background. So color me disappointed. But basically, Japan itself came into its massive heyday of brilliance about 400 years ago when the Edo period started. And even it shut its doors to foreigners at that time. So no foreign people were hanging out and sharing what they know. It was just locked, and that's why Japan has such a unique style, a unique culture that was kept behind locked doors. But 1,000 years before that, so 1,400 years ago, Osaka was actually just the main point of any kind of trade and things that would happen throughout Japan. So any trade that came from Korea, that came from China, would all happen through Osaka. And at its peak, Osaka had 31 piers that ships could dock at, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know if you'd agree, but in a moody British way, I think this is still a beautiful scene over here. But like, I feel like I'm really not presenting what I'd thought I would be presenting today. I thought it was going to be so beautiful. Oh, gomen nasai. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm a bit embarrassed. This sky was meant to be just filled with clouds cascading their little silver linings all over the place as the sun went down. It's after 5 p.m. here in Japan. I really, really thought it was going to be beautiful, but it's just not. It is in a quirky, aesthetic little way, I think. Thank you, Lisa. I think it's still lovely. What I think I'll do is take you up to the bridge and get a view from the top of the bridge. I feel like I can see Rio in the distance. He is going to join us. So my partner is going to join us. However, the traffic might be a bit noisy up there. What I will do is, thanks to all of my lovely Kenda packers, so I've got some monthly supporters that are so kind. I can see Kirsten and Lauren in here, maybe Laura. Can't remember. Sorry, not right now. But I will get a C-type mic with a little muffler on it so that I can continue to present lots of tours outside. And I'd like to do one next week on Sunday in Namba, Dontonbori. So the complete opposite of this. I'll think about taking you guys. So if you'd like to see things like that, then please make sure you leave a couple of comments here and there on YouTube so that I know you're interested in that kind of thing. And let me know what other kinds of things you might like as well. Let me just get some artsy shots down over here, and then I'll carry you up to the bridge to look down over the river. Can you see in the distance over here? I'm going to put my hand back in the scene, just over here. That is a train track running right through there. So at night time, it looks quite nice just seeing like an orangey yellow blast heading across the river. And of course, if you are on the train, it also looks really lovely. This whole view is probably making you feel quite cold, isn't it? I feel cold. It is cold. So let's walk up onto that bridge and I'll see if I can find some things in and around for you. It is beautiful and not a lot nicer weather there than in the UK today. Is it really? Because it's really not feeling so special. And I can see people's sports coats just billowing like crazy in the wind. So we'll see what happens when we get up onto the bridge. Although it wasn't good this morning, luckily my back is in good condition right now, so I'm able to troop around, and I'll carry you up there. I think there are some nice views. As you can see, it's quite industrial in the background. That leads to main streets with interesting restaurants and brilliant supermarkets. So it's nice to live in a really convenient area. But I don't know what you think, but for me, this view here is totally different from the UK where I'm from. So I really, really enjoy it. Hi, Mariette. Nice to see you. So this, I guess, is a warm-up, even though it's cold. This is a warm-up to me being outside presenting lives. Do you think maybe there'll be something beautiful over there? Let's go and have a look, just in case the sun does something cute and quirky when we get over there. So this is a warm-up. I would like to present lots of tours outside. I've upgraded my data allowance, so instead of 7 gigabytes I've got 25 gigabytes, which allows me to go outside and do live streams. So if you'd like to see more of that, please do check out I guess buymeacoffee.com/Miss Kendall James is where you'll find a blog that I will update. I'll be getting more into that, as I hope you have seen and believed with my recent blog post. But I'm so grateful for all of you who have stuck around patiently waiting for my life to get itself together so that I can bring you some interesting adventures from in and around Japan. And of course, Girls' Day is coming up on the 3rd of March. So I'm going to do some research quests and see what I can come up with that is in the Osaka area, or maybe, I don't know, Nara, Kobe, or Kyoto. Maybe I can find something cool to take a look at there. We've got nice industrial views over this way. To be honest, I really like all of these lines, all of these angles. It is going to get a little bit louder as I get up there. So apologies if the quality isn't great. But we can also get some really nice views of the bridge from underneath. I think it's still aesthetically pleasing. Some really nice lines for a creative person like myself who likes to draw and paint. I think all of the angles and lines here look really nice, and even the pink clouds and things in the background look really nice. There's a sort of left and right system here, so I was kind of breaking the rules with my direction. Let's take you up high to see the river, and you'll be able to see where all of the cherry trees are as well. And if you look up Hanami, which is the cherry blossom viewing in the Yodogawa River on Google or something, you'll see so many people enjoying having picnics and things under the cherry blossoms. Let me see, I expect the wind is too loud right now, isn't it? Should I cover the microphone? I don't know. I'm sorry. Just turn the volume down for now. And I'll be back louder and better. Yeah, they look so lovely, don't they, Annalie? They look just perfectly ready to paint. Right, let me show you just up here. Oh, that's great. How pretty is this? I know it seems a bit silly. Like, it's just street lamps. But I guess it's through my eyes, right? Let me have a look. I think there's a kind of romanticness about it. especially the kind of brown colour of the pavement and the bridge. So let me take you over there a little bit more and get you a few more angles. But yeah, Blair to the sunset. That was a useless idea. Trying to get you a sunset. I failed. Oh well, I did my best. I did my best. Do the walking tracks lead to anywhere, or do you have to turn back? Yeah, I mean, if you kept walking for an hour, you'd be in Osaka city center. To be honest, that's where you were hanging out, Lauren, back in November. If you walked for a fierce hour. Yeah, I saw a live stream of the Anzac Bridge once, actually. It does look a bit like that. Sorry about the cars. Hope they're not too loud. But you can see the river is quite wide, really, and you can see that train track a little bit more clearly. I'll just take you over here a little bit more. My hands are a bit too cold to point out where Abenoharicus is. They all look like they're the same kind of height over there in the distance. But Abenoharicus is 300 meters tall, the tallest skyscraper in Japan, and it's very, very cool. And I love going to the 16th floor, where there's a free sky garden. But you can actually go to the 30th floor, 30 out of 60th floor, to see a view right from the very top as well, I believe. Okay. It's real cold. I don't know where that Ryo is. He was looking after his grandma. I thought he was going to be here. Let's get some nice lines up here. I like it. I think these are cool, I don't know, screensavers. These angular shots. So another time we can walk over that way, maybe a more beautiful day. And all the way along here, you can see loads and loads of cherry blossoms. So we are so excited for that. And I mean, honestly, it is so, it's so cold. I will have to say goodbye in a second, I think. I thought I might do it for 30 minutes, but it's windy and cold. My hands are going to freeze. But I will show you that spring is coming. I've got something in my bag to show you that spring is coming. Let me see. It was a present for Ryo, who hasn't turned up. Where is he? I got the first springtime Asahi of the year. all of the brands of snacks and drinks and things come out with spring versions as spring is coming. And yeah, it's the beginning of February still, or coming up to the middle of February, but still, they've already got them ready. How cold is it? I can only do that in, what is it? Celsius. I can't remember what's what anymore because I speak to so many Americans, so I can't remember what's what. Maybe Lisa can help me and can remind me. So it's 0 to 3 degrees Celsius. Overnight it goes to maybe 0 and -1, and in the daytime when it's nice and sunny, today it was actually 8 and 9 degrees Celsius. But that has totally turned itself around, unfortunately. So it's not that lovely anymore, which is a shame. It was going to be lovely. I hope you believe me that that this is way worth a trip back here again. And maybe we could come outside and do some live painting. I'll try and work out the setup where that would work out. And it's not usually so windy either. So thank you so much for staying up, hanging out, or waking up early. If you're in the UK and Europe, I hope you have a wonderful day today. If you're in America, Canada, I hope you have a nice sleep. Thanks for staying up late or waking up in the middle of the night. And if you're in Australia or Asia or something, then I hope you have a lovely evening. And please do check me out, linktr.ee/Miss Kendall James. You can see my Etsy shop, you can see other videos, website with an exhibition of mine from a couple of years ago. And, you know, there'll be so much more coming. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yeah, I've got gloves in my pocket, don't worry. Horrible and rainy in the UK. Well, It's a Sunday. I quite like a Sunday with horrible rain because then you can stay inside watching movies and things, right? Hi, lovely Ginny. Have you just arrived? If you just arrived, I'll stick around for 5 more minutes with you if you like. I'll get you the view from down below because I've got to walk down there anyway. We can see Rio. I think that's Rio in the distance. Yeah, we can see him. All right, hang tight, guys. Give me a couple minutes and we'll see Rio. I'm gonna. You like to see a real life Japanese boy? There's one over there. He's just been helping his grandma. Tomorrow we've all got a very big day. We're all a bit nervous about it. Basically, his brother-in-law is Chinese, and last year his sister had a wedding ceremony in China. They've been married for a couple of years, but they had a wedding ceremony in China. And for the first time, I think his parents have come over to Japan to basically meet the other part of the family, and I'm honoured to say that gets to include me. So in some degree, so we'll be going for a dinner tomorrow night. But Leo speaks Japanese and English. I speak English and a bit of Japanese. His entire family only speaks Japanese. The parents of the brother-in-law only speak Chinese. And then the only person who speaks everybody's language is the brother-in-law, bless him. So he's going to be so tired. And we're all just going to be so, I don't know what to say, but it's going to be a smiley, noddy fest of hopefully good times and hopefully not like, I don't know, crazy drama. Because I have to tell you guys, for Chinese and Japanese people to get married, for young people it's not so weird, but for the families to hang out, man, they've got beef with each other big time, let alone a Brit being at the table. It's not, I don't know what's going to happen. And like the 94-year-old grandma is going to be there too. So that's why Leo wasn't here for the whole walk today. Lucky devil in a way. He had to go take his grandma to get a haircut because of course she's got to look her best considering what's happening. That is a pretty view over there, isn't it? Let's have a look. It does sound chaotic, doesn't it? You've been here a while. Oh, lovely, Dinny. Yeah, good idea, Kirsten. That sounds lovely. Time for sign language. Have fun. I think that's a really beautiful view over there. So cloudy, yeah. Disappointed. We're disappointed. You already knew, and you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me to cancel it or anything. You're gonna put your vape away and say hello. Oh. Is that a no? Say hi. Hi. Nice work for helping Grandma. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope to see you online. Please share with your friends and subscribe if you can. And if you're catching up later, leave a comment so that I knew you were here. Thank you. It's actually just started raining. So I'll see you later. Bye bye, everybody.